The queen is a large form of the species Xenomorph XX121 that serves as the mother and leader of a xenomorph hive. Queens are one of the largest, strongest, and most intelligent xenomorph castes, and their appearance differs from that of smaller variants, with a pair of extra arms growing from their chest and a large head crest extending rearwards from their skull. Queens are capable of engaging in combat and are formidable opponents, but such an event is a rare occurrence. Rather, queens usually act as stationary egg layers within the hive, letting the Praetorians, or drones and warriors, perform any defensive or offensive tasks. A queen additionally oversees the maintenance of the nest, a task carried out by the drones. When laying eggs, a queen possesses a huge egg sac that renders it immobile. Queens are significantly more intelligent than most normal xenomorphs, displaying traits of wrath and vengeance beyond any purely instinctual behavior, have displayed problem-solving skills, and are also capable of issuing orders or commands to subservient castes. The queen first appeared in Aliens, having been designed for that film by James Cameron, and has gone on to become an iconic part of the alien life cycle and appear in numerous other media. Queens are also featured in the films Alien Resurrection and Alien vs. Predator, as well as numerous novels, comics, and video games based on the Alien universe. Out of all the xenomorph castes, the queen possesses the most physical differences. Its most prominent feature is its immense size, typically standing more than double the height of most other xenomorphs, while some older queens have been known to grow larger still. Correspondingly, many typical xenomorph features are also considerably larger on a queen, including her jaws, which are filled with razor-sharp transparent teeth several inches long, and her inner jaw, the maw of which can be almost as large as a human head. Queens have large, armored, crown-like carapaces on their heads, into which they are able to withdraw their face and mouth as a means of protection, similar to how a turtle can withdraw its head into its shell. This great carapace is of disproportional size when compared to the rest of the queen's very large body. Queens also have double-jointed hind legs, 2 sets of dorsal tubes, which are more spike-like than on other xenomorphs, 6-digit hands, with the third finger being much longer than the others, and an extra armored shell on their chest in the form of another carapace. They are also semi-tetrabrachial, possessing a second, much smaller pair of arms extending ventrally from the center of their chest. The exact purpose of these arms is not known. A queen's tail is extremely long and segmented, with a large, blade-like tip. As with typical warriors, queen tend to be black or black-blue in coloration. Egg-laying queens are easily identified by their enormous egg sac, which extends from beneath their tail and can be up to 30 or 40 feet in length. These egg sacs are typically suspended from the ceiling of the hive by straps created from the same secreted resin as the hive itself. Owing to the size and weight of this sac, any queen in the laying stage is immobile and totally dependent on her subordinates for assistance and protection. However, the egg sac can be detached in a critical situation to allow the queen to escape, although this process is apparently painful for the queen, and it is unlikely the sac can be reattached as easily, if at all. However, queens are capable of growing a new egg sac within a reasonably short period of time, though this too can prove painful for them. If a queen is inactive with regards to laying for an extended period, the first few eggs she lays upon reviving are liable to be malformed and infertile. However, in very short order, fertile eggs will be created. While immobilized, the queen typically folds her legs up under her body and is instead supported by a biomechanical throne. A queen, despite her size ratio compared to other xenomorphs, can sustain near limitless gunfire before having to retreat, thanks largely to her thickened skin and additional armor. They have also been seen to survive, being almost totally enveloped by fire, although prolonged exposure to heat and flame is eventually fatal. As a result of their resilience, once released from her laying stage, a queen can destroy most prey within seconds. It has also been noted that queens display numerous signs of extreme muscle density. Indeed, queens are capable of tearing synthetics in two with just their hands. This, coupled with their great size, makes any form of hand-to-hand fighting an unwise tactic when confronting one, even for a Vyaja. The queen is fast considering her size, capable of sprinting quickly across large distances. They are also incredibly long-lived, with some specimens estimated to have survived for tens of thousands of years. At least in very cold conditions, queens are apparently able to hibernate or otherwise suspend their metabolism as a means to further extend their lifespan. While xenomorphs are usually said to be asexual, queens are typically classified as female, owing to their similarities with similar female egg-laying castes in the insect kingdom. Usually, there is only a single queen present in any xenomorph populace. However, on occasion it is possible for multiple queens to come into contact with each other. Such a course of events will lead to conflict, with the ultimately dominant queen often being referred to as an empress and ruling over any other queen situated in her domain. As with the spitter and runner castes, queens are capable of spitting acid from their mouths. While queens may appear broadly identical to each other, there are often subtle variations in their physical appearance that differentiate one individual from another. Whereas many lower castes are essentially indistinguishable from their fellow xenomorphs, unless marked or visibly injured in some way, queens may occasionally vary quite noticeably in color. For example, some older queens, such as the matriarch on BG386, have had a noticeably grayer exoskeleton, a trait that has tentatively been linked with aging of the creatures. As a result, perhaps the most notable area of variation on adult queens is in the shape and features of their prominent head crest. While all examples of these crests have been seen to adopt the same basic form, variations in the precise shape have been noted, relating to the overall outline as well as the absence or abundance of additional protrusions, horns, ridges or blades about the crest. Queens are very intelligent and have been known to operate machinery and understand and even interpret human actions at a basic level. They are able to communicate with and command other xenomorphs through various means, apparently including the use of audible screeches, pheromone release and possibly even some form of telepathy. Queens are typically in almost constant contact with their brood, even across significant distances or through considerable obstructions. Queens also possess significant observational learning abilities. All of these skills were displayed when the first queen on LV-426 ordered her warriors to back off when Ellen Ripley threatened to destroy her eggs. This ability to interact and even negotiate with a human implies significant and advanced intellect. While many of these intellectual traits can be seen to some degree in virtually all xenomorphs, it is known that queens are vastly superior in every aspect. Although they are violent and hostile monsters, queens seem to be very caring and protective towards their offspring, particularly their unborn eggs, and will act or refrain from acting if doing so will spare their spawn. However, destruction of a queen's nest can apparently drive her into a vengeful rage. The queen on LV-426 pursued Ripley and Rebecca Jordan relentlessly after the former incinerated her hive, even going so far as to hide herself in the landing gear of their dropship and follow them back to the USS Sulaco. The threat of the destruction of a queen's eggs has also been known to impart a degree of leverage upon a queen. There are several recorded instances whereby individuals have threatened a queen's eggs in order to coerce her to cooperate, spare their lives. Also, in Aliens, Earth Hive, a queen is given an IQ test of sorts and receives a score of 175. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications by clicking the bell next to the subscribe button. And I will make more videos about the Alien and Predator universes. Hope you'll enjoyed and have a great day.